What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to yet another video. Hope you guys are doing tubular. Alright, so in this video, I'll be showing you guys how I made 10K in 1 month with Etsy dropshipping. Now, you guys may have never heard of this method before, and I haven't really heard of it either, but 3 years ago, started dropshipping on Etsy, and then by the time December came around, I made 10K in revenue that month. I did not make 10K profit. I made about 5K profit in that month, but still, I could have made way more. But during that month, I learned a lot, and I'm going to be telling you guys everything I learned. And there's going to be a lot of sauce in this video, so you guys might want to take out a notepad and write some of this down, because if you implement everything that I tell you in this video starting today, by December I could almost guarantee that you will make a good amount of money, probably more than I made. But okay, so let's get into it. Okay, so as you can see here, 10K in revenue. I can refresh it. For you guys. Yeah, 10K in revenue, 400 orders, 16K visits, 30K total views. But I would have had like 500 orders and 12K in revenue, but I didn't have the money to fulfill like 100 or 200 orders or something, and so I had to cancel so many orders just because I got too many orders, emptied my bank account, emptied my parents' bank account, borrowed money from my sister just to be able to fulfill all of these 400 orders, because Etsy doesn't pay you when you make a sale. They pay you once the product gets delivered, so you have to pay to deliver the product, and then you get paid like a while later, especially when you're shipping from China. It doesn't get there for like 2 weeks, so you have to pay for all the money up front, which is a con of Etsy and a pro of dropshipping on Shopify. But with Etsy, there is some more pros, which we will get into. Also, you probably will get banned for dropshipping, even though there's a lot of dropshippers. Like, see, one of my winning products was this one. So this person's dropshipping the same product as me, and they have 77,000 sales. So if I didn't get banned, I'd probably be pretty successful right now, but I did. So nothing left to do but to tell you guys all about how to dropship on Etsy until you get banned, because it is the method. It is the method to do. If you need some money, just start dropshipping on Etsy until you get banned. You'll get money. And yeah. But like, if you dropship things that like look handmade, then there's less likely chance that you get banned. But how I got banned was I paid some person on Fiverr to list products for me, because they said they were like a professional product lister, and I was like, let me just expedite this so that I don't have to do it and it'll save me time. And so I paid someone on Fiverr to upload a bunch of products, and they were uploading like LED lights, which are not, nobody would think those are handmade. And yeah, and that's why I got banned for doing stuff that didn't look handmade, because everything on Etsy has to be handmade. But so that's that. That is what I did. All time. It says all time 10K, but that was like, I made like 12K, and then I made like 10K in that 1 month of December, Q4, just when you're gonna get all your sales, or when you like have a spike in sales. Okay, so to find a winning product, okay, first of all, your supplier is gonna be CJ Dropshipping. Okay, so you're gonna want to use CJ Dropshipping, because you can just integrate it right with Etsy, if I remember how to do it. Oh yeah, I forgot to say, this was also like 3 years ago, so if it still works or not, you guys are gonna have to try the method out yourself. But I'd assume that it probably still works. Haven't really seen too much about it online. So basically, yeah, anyhow, you can integrate it with Etsy, and then basically they're gonna show up here, and you can, got a sale on my eBay store a while ago. Anyhow, their orders are going to show up here, and then you just click fulfill, and you pay for them there, and they ship to them automatically. You don't got to type in any address or anything. And yeah, so next topic of discussion, how to find a winning product. Well, finding a winning product is actually very easy to do. What I would do is just upload as many products as you possibly can. And not only will that give you way more chances at getting a lot of sales, but also the more products you list, the more views that you're going to get on Etsy, and the more people and the more eyeballs that are going to be on your store, and the more eyeballs that are on your store, the more eyeballs that are going to be on your store. So just upload as many products as you possibly can. I'm talking like 500 listings, 1,000 listings. If you sit and upload 1,000 products, you are almost guaranteed to make sales if you have the right tags and you market it right. So, whoa, I can get big. I didn't even know that. Okay, so yeah, so just upload as many products as you can. I probably had like at least 200 listings, but as you can see, we'll go back to that same store that's selling the same thing that I was selling. They have 560 items, and they have 77,000 sales. Just think about it. If you made $1 for every sale, you'd have $77,000. But I was making at least, I was having like 60-70% profit margins, so I'd be making anywhere from $10 to like $15 per sale. Especially when I started getting more orders, I started making the prices more expensive, and I was making even more money. But, so if I was this person and I was making $10 per sale, I'd have like $770,000. But regardless, so once you upload a bunch of products from CJ Dropshipping, you are going to need to market those products so that you can bring eyes to your store. So what I do, actually, before we even go over marketing, I'm going to show you guys my winning products. We are full transparency here at Jeremiah Roseland YouTube channel. Where do I see my, go to listings. Yeah, so as you can see, 3,000 views on that bookmark, $4,760 in revenue. Also, another con of Etsy is that they do take a percentage of everything that you make, so take that into account. But still, you know how many people are on Etsy shopping? A lot of people. So that's why it's easier than drop shipping on Shopify, because you don't got to bring all of the viewers, because Etsy is already bringing people that are already shopping on Etsy. So this was my most successful product. This was my second most successful product. These women's leggings with cashmere inside, third most successful product. Parent compression sleeping bag. Like, I don't know who's buying these, but people are gonna buy stuff. That's one thing. That's why you gotta list a bunch of products, because you do not know what people are gonna be buying. So that's why you gotta list a lot of products, so that when people buy it, someone's gonna buy it. Cleaner, 2 orders. Women's long stretchy pants, 17. checkered plush slippers. Okay, so those are like all the things I sold. And now let's go to how to market your products. So first, you're going to want to learn SEO and tags. You just look up a video on YouTube of how to do Etsy SEO. There's like certain words you got to use. Also, to find the most popular words to use in your tags, you go to this website, everbee.io. I was using this for most of my products, and my products would show up at the top of the list. Like if you look up humidifier, my humidifier would be at the top. Or if you looked up bookmark, my bookmark would be somewhere at the top. You want to be on the first page. But yeah, with Everbee.io, you can use it for product research, keyword analysis, shop management, and email marketing. So it basically shows you what products are trending, what keywords are trending, and all of that. Now, how else did I market it? Because I got direct and other traffic, 2.2 thousand. Well, the unknown method, the sauce of the day, Pinterest. Marketing on Pinterest. Nobody's doing it, but you should be doing it because it is the best. You can just upload a bunch of pins. Then when someone clicks on your pin, they can just go straight to your Etsy website and buy it straight there. You can also use like a pin generator. There's like AI pin generators that can just upload like 50 pins all at once, or you can schedule them maybe. I don't really know. But yeah, you're gonna want to list your products on Pinterest too, because I know I got a lot of sales from just listing on Pinterest, which you wouldn't really think would work, but it does. Second, YouTube Shorts. Third, TikTok. Fourth, Instagram Reels. And you gotta learn how to make, you gotta see what's trending, how to make products, how to make videos for it, and also another method. I barely made any videos. I would just look up the product on TikTok and then download it without the watermark and then re-upload it. And yeah, that is the easiest way. It's the fastest way. Just find a product, just find a TikTok that like already went viral and then just re-upload it. I remember I got like 20,000 views on an Instagram reel of a TikTok that I didn't even make, and I definitely got a lot of sales from that. It was it was the Yeezy slide video, and it was like, can you even tell that these are fake? Wore my fake Yeezy slides to school, and nobody even knew. So that is another method of marketing for your store. So yeah, those are all the methods to market. You want to be on every single one. Also Facebook, I wasn't really on Facebook, but you could market on Facebook. But I had the link to my Etsy store in my Instagram bio, and I would just funnel everybody to my Instagram so that they go to my store. I'd say, go to the link on my Instagram bio, because a lot of things you really can't put your link to your store on, like YouTube. TikTok is kind of hard. I don't know about Facebook because I didn't do Facebook. But anyhow, so those are, ooh. Also to show up at the top of the page what I did, I put $1 into ad spend. Why only $1? Because if you put $1 in, you're gonna rank higher than people that put $0 in. But if someone puts like $5 in, they're gonna rank higher than $1, etc. So I only did $1 per day, and I still showed up on the first page for most of my products. So that was marketing. Also for SEO, you can just use ChatGPT for the tags. Did marketing, did supplier, showed you guys how to make winning products, showed you how to rank #1, showed you how to find tags. Also, a plus about Etsy. Once you get sales, you're just going to start getting more and more and more sales, because the more sales you get, the more the more trusted that your shop is going to be to buy from. Like if you see a shop and there's zero sales, people are going to be like, ooh, I don't know if I should buy from this shop. But if they see a shop and it's got 100 sales, 35-star ratings, they are going to more likely buy from that shop. So what you're going to want to do when you're first getting started out, you're going to want to either have your family or a friend just buy a couple things from your store, because people aren't really going to buy from a store with zero sales. Also, once you get orders, you're going to get more views, and the more views you get, the more orders you're going to get, and the more orders you're going to get, the more views you're going to get, and it's just a cycle. It's just the Etsy algorithm. They push the stores with the most sales to the top, and they just get more and more and more sales. So it's not like Shopify where you go viral once, and then you go whoosh, down, and then you go viral again, and then you go down. Etsy, you get sales, and then you get more sales, and then you get like 5 sales a day, then you get like 10 sales a day, then you get like 20 sales a day, then you get like 50 sales a day. It basically just goes like that, at least in quarter 4. And yeah, do a recap for you guys. How I made 10K in 1 month on Etsy 3 years ago, and got banned, and Major Sauce, and Unknown Method. Marketing, you're going to want to use Pinterest, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Supplier, CJ Dropshipping. Also, when you put in your shipping times, you're going to want to make sure that they know it's going to take at least like 2 weeks for them to get, or else they're going to be very angry at you. So when you put in your shipping methods or whatever, you got to make sure they know that it's going to take a while, or else you're going to get a lot of 1-star reviews, not 5 stars. And you want to get a 5-star review. So winning products, just upload as many as possible and let the people decide what is the winning product, because I would have never thought that a bookmark would be my most successful product, but it was. How to rank number 1: use $1 a day in ads, ChatGPT for tags, and use Everbee.io for tags. And once you get sales, you just get more and more sales, so you really just got to get those first few sales and then just market, and then you're all set until you get banned. And yeah, so that is the Etsy dropshipping method. It worked for me 3 years ago until I got banned. So I thought I'd share it with you guys so you guys can try it and let me know how it goes. And yeah, that is how I made 5 or 6K profit in 1 month from Etsy dropshipping.